I'm going to say something that a lot of you might not agree with. There's nothing wrong with being fatphobic. There, I said it. Hey everybody, it's Tony with Big T Bariatric, and I'm back at you with another video. Today it is Friday. Hallelujah, it's Friday, May 2nd. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you could do me a huge favor, help me get to 6,000 subscribers. I greatly appreciate it. I'm like 30 away. Help me do it, guys. Look down below and see if you're subscribed to my channel, and if you're not, please hit that button for me. Help me get there. I greatly appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment, share this video. Do whatever you can to help me get over that threshold. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. I love you. God bless you. So today I'm going to talk about fatphobia. If we were to talk about what fatphobia is, technically when you have the word phobia, it means fear. But a lot of people today take the word phobia and throw it next to any other word that they want to, anytime they want to identify with something. Even though the word phobic has nothing to do with hatred, they say that it's because you hate something. If you do not like fatness, then they're going to say you're fatphobic. Nobody's afraid of fat people.
Run away! Run away! Run away!
But let's be real about it. If you are fat, you should probably be afraid of your fat body. If you've ever watched My 600-Pound Life, then you understand why.
I live in constant fear. I'm afraid my body will give out at any second. At any moment, my life could be over because I got too big.
And I feel like I've destroyed my life by letting my weight get as out of control as it is now. Every aspect of my life is affected by my size, but my body is in such bad shape now. And I have all these medical conditions making everything worse for me. So I'm stuck to where my body just can't handle much now.
I know my body's in bad shape. And if I don't stop gaining and getting bigger, I'll die because I didn't stop eating. If I don't do anything now, it's just gonna get worse and I'm going to die.
So almost like every single day, they're afraid that they're not even going to wake up in the freaking morning. They are terrified. They're actually surprised that, oh, I woke up today. That's amazing. I didn't expect that to happen. And as somebody who's been almost 700 pounds, I can tell you, like, every heartburn that I've ever gotten made me think that I wasn't going to make it through the night, because it's like, oh man, this is it. I'm going to die. I'm having that heart attack. I wasn't able to reach my goal. I'm finally here. Take me to the heavens, Lord. It's like, you're just terrified all day, all the time. So should you be afraid of having a fat body? You absolutely should. You should be so fatphobic that you never ever want to gain another pound for the rest of your life. Because not only are you afraid all the time of dying, being overweight can lead to over 200 different illnesses and diseases, including cancer and strokes and a higher risk for diabetes and all these different things. You should be afraid of that. Being overweight is also a moral issue, because to get to the size that I got to, you'd have to eat about the same amount of food as a normal person would eat in 2 or 3 days, in a single meal sometimes. So yeah, you're eating an abundance amount of food to get to that size to start gaining weight, and you don't think there's a moral issue with being overweight? There absolutely is a moral issue. So not only is there fear involved, not only is it a moral issue, but being obese is one of the leading causes of death out there. And in the United States, we really don't keep track of those numbers, because if somebody dies of a heart attack, then they attribute it to a heart attack, but they're not going to write in there that that heart attack was caused by your obesity. So that's just true. That's the way we do a lot of numbers these days. But I'm going to look at some fattoks. And a lot of these are referring to fatphobia, and I'm going to respond to them and let you guys know what I think about it. So let's get started right now.
Oh my god, stop. What are you doing? Eating a taco from Taco Bell. You really shouldn't be eating that. I shouldn't fuel my body because why? It's just not good for your health. Okay, so what? You see all these other thin people eating the exact same thing I am, yet you're targeting me? Well, yeah, because they're thin. They don't need to be told anything. Oh, so I see. You're just fat phobic, and anytime a fat person is happy living, you don't want them to be. You have to do something about it. You just have to, right? Yeah, well, guess what? I don't give a fuck. I might eat my taco.
It's funny they consider it fueling their body, as if their body needs more fuel. Do you see how much fuel and energy is already stored around her stomach and her arms and everything else? She's got enough fuel to last her until Christmas. If she didn't eat a single calorie again for the rest of the year, she would be perfectly fine. She doesn't need to fuel her fat body. The problem isn't that you're eating anything, honey. The problem is that you're eating way too much food. You're overdoing it. You're stuffing yourself to the gills. And you think, oh, we just hate you and we're fat phobic because we say anything about it. It's like, no, we say something because we care about you. Because you don't need that extra taco. You've had enough food today, okay? It's not fat phobic to tell you that you probably shouldn't be eating a taco. And then you bring up, oh, but if a thin person eats a taco, well, that's probably the only thing that they ate that whole day, and that's why they're thin. Of course, then people can, sometimes it seems like us fat people say, well, thin people can get away with eating a lot of food, and as soon as we eat a lot of food, we gain the weight, and they don't. Well, there's a huge difference there. All right, thin people might eat a little bit, but they're also very, very active. And so they're able to burn off that little bit of extra that they might eat. But there's a whole balance there. Calories in, calories out. We talk about it all the time. If they're thin, then they're able to burn off those extra calories. So even if your metabolism is slower, you're going to have to cut back on your calories a little bit. All right, it's not fat phobic to see you eating something you shouldn't be eating when you have an abundance of fuel around your system. You're not fueling yourself. You're not fueling your body. You're overdoing it dramatically. All right, let's watch the next one.
I'm not fat phobic. I just don't want to be fat. That's not how it works. No, seriously, I have no problem with fat people. I think they're beautiful. I'm all for body positivity or whatever. I just don't want to be fat. Actively not wanting to be fat is fat phobia. And therefore, you're fat phobic. So it's fat phobic to not want to be fat? Yeah, actively not wanting to be fat is fat phobic. Being fat is a choice. Size isn't generally a choice.
Fat isn't a choice? Really? It's not a choice? How ignorant is this person? But to actively not want to be fat is automatically labeled fat phobic. Can you understand where I'm coming from now with this video when I say there's absolutely nothing wrong with being fat phobic? There is nothing wrong with it. Because you shouldn't be striving to be fat. You shouldn't want to be fat. Actively, you should not desire to be fat. It is not a good thing. Being obese and being fat is a dangerous thing. You're only hurting yourself and you're hurting other people around you. And I already established that it's a moral issue as well. So to try to actively not be fat is automatically labeled fat phobic. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They're just making it so it's like you can't have any other opinion other than it's okay to be fat, when it's absolutely not okay to be fat. I mean, it's just getting dumber and dumber out there. You can't even decide that you want to have you want to exercise. You can't even decide that you want to lose weight, even for your own personal self. Even if you personally just do not want to be overweight, you want to look better and you want to feel good and you want to be attractive and all these things. Like, I'm fat phobic because I was almost 700 pounds and I'm actively trying to lose weight to save my life. Like, really? If that makes me fat phobic, then I'm fat phobic. I give up. I tap, all right? That's it. I don't care. I do not care if you label me fat phobic because I'm going to actively try to save my life. I'm going to actively lose weight. I'm going to actively try to get healthy. And being this big, being fat is not healthy. It's not good for me. It has dramatically reduced my quality of life. Being almost 700 pounds almost killed me. And I am still in a tremendous amount of pain at this size. So for me to want to lose weight and to get healthy so I'm no longer in pain, so that maybe I'm attractive to somebody so I can get married and have kids and fulfill my dreams, so that I can get a job, which I couldn't do before, if that makes me fat phobic, then so be it. I don't care anymore. Let's go to the next one.
When people are fat phobic on this platform, you should be uncomfortable. You should be uncomfortable. It is irresponsible to come on an app where there are vulnerable young people and be so fat phobic. To spread such hate and harm.
You know what's irresponsible? Being fat. Being fat is irresponsible. And going around and telling these young people that you seem to care about, and telling them it's okay to be fat, that there's nothing wrong with being fat, that you can increase your risk of dying young and having all these diseases, for having a diminished quality of life, that none of that is a big deal. You can be fat. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. That is what's irresponsible. That is true hatred, because you're killing people with your message. You are the problem here, not the people who are trying to speak out against this growing problem. And obesity is a growing problem. So we do need to tell the younger people, it's not okay to be fat. It is okay to not want to be fat. It is not fatphobic. But if it is fatphobic, then fine, it's okay to be fatphobic then. Because what's irresponsible is being fat. All right, let's go to the next one.
Associate with me, I will not associate with you if you're fat. That's when it matters, because
No, I totally get it, because I actually don't associate with people who have adult braces. And if you're thinking, Erin, that's mean, she can't help but have not straight teeth. Some people just don't have not straight teeth. I think you just ran into the point.
Oh, this person again. I think I've covered her before. But what a freaking idiot. What an idiot. So what she's saying here, if you didn't get the point, is that having unstraightened teeth, teeth that aren't straight, is the equivalent of being obese. Because you can't help the way that your teeth grow in, just in the same way that you can't help that you're fat. All these idiots run together, man. They all run together. And they're just spewing lies. And they're endangering people's lives. And they're complete idiots, all of them. Anyways, that's my video for today. Just a short one here. But, man, fatphobic is... It's... Fatphobia is not a problem. If you think I'm fatphobic, if you say that I'm afraid of fat bodies, you're sure. Being fatphobic, that's not a problem. If you think I'm fatphobic because I'm trying to lose weight, if you think I'm fatphobic because I'm spewing stuff online that you don't agree with, so be it. Put that label right on my forehead, fatphobic. I do not care. Because I've been there. I've lived that life. And let me tell you, it's no picnic. You may be fine right now because you're younger, but it's going to catch up to you. It's going to catch up to you big time, and we're going to regret every second of it. You're going to wish that you did something sooner. And it might even kill you before you get a chance to figure it out. I hope it doesn't. I hope you get this figured out. I hope you lose the weight. And I hope you stop spreading your message and stop spreading your lies and telling people it's okay to be fat when it's not. You don't want this. And if you're going to go in my comments and spew your lies and hatred and call me all kinds of names, I don't care. I'm going to keep fighting. Because my message is inspiring people and it's saving lives. Or your message is killing people. I don't care. This needs to stop. Call me fatphobic if you want to. Anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day. God bless you.